What if we're already lost? What if the map was a lie? What if the road we follow only circles back to where we started? Look around. Everybody's searching, nobody arriving. Yeah. Aha. Yeah. I see the city lights glowing like a warning sign. Children learning violence before they learn a nursery rhyme. Politicians sell dreams from a stage built on graves, while the poor dig tunnels and the rich build waves. Television hypnotized the minds of the youth, turn 1,000 little lies into a manufactured truth. Every headline screaming fear just to keep us in line. Every dollar got a fingerprint from somebody's crime. We celebrate the chains while calling it success. Measure human worth by the logos on the chest. People working 30 years just to barely survive, asking if they're really living while they're trying to stay alive. I saw a homeless veteran sleeping under the rain. The same country called him hero forgot his name. And I wonder if freedom was a word we repeat, while the powerful eat steak and the hungry eat defeat. What if we're already lost, walking through the fog with no regard for the cost, searching for the light but we're blinded by the frost? What if we're already lost? What if we're already gone, singing the same songs while the world moves on, trying to stay strong but something feels wrong? What if we're already gone? What if the prison ain't made of steel bars? What if it's invisible and follows us in cars? What if the walls are built from fear and doubt, and every time we question them we're taught to shut our mouths? I see people chasing fame like it's holy salvation, trading authenticity for digital validation. 1 million followers but nobody to call. When the curtain finally drops and the kingdom starts to fall, they sell perfection every second on the screen. Meanwhile, depression grows behind the scenes. Everybody posting smiles that they don't really feel, trying to convince themselves that the illusion is real. The algorithm knows your weakness before you do, feeds another distraction when you're searching for truth. And every swipe feels harmless till you look around and realize your deepest thoughts have slowly drowned. What if we're already lost, walking through the fog with no regard for the cost, searching for the light but we're blinded by the frost? What if we're already lost? What if we're already gone, singing the same songs while the world moves on, trying to stay strong but something feels wrong? Yeah. What if we're already? I remember my grandfather talking on the porch about honor, loyalty, carrying the torch. He said a man ain't measured by the money he keeps, but by the promises he makes and the promises he keeps. Now I see a generation drowning in division, every conversation turning into opposition. People choosing sides before they know the facts, building higher walls instead of building bridges back. What if the enemy was never across the line? What if it lived inside every selfish mind, every act of greed, every silent compromise, every moment we ignored another person's cries? Maybe salvation isn't waiting in the sky. Maybe it starts when we finally ask why. Why are we taught to hate? Why we're taught to compete? Why compassion feels weak and revenge feels sweet? Look around. Can you hear it? The silence between the noise, the questions nobody wants to ask, the truth hiding underneath everything. Maybe being lost isn't the end. Maybe it's the beginning. Yeah, what if we stop and rebuild from the ground? Listen to the voices that were never allowed. Teach the next generation how to think, not obey, how to question every system that stands in their way. What if kindness became the new revolution? What if unity became the final solution? What if people valued souls above profit margins? What if healing old wounds became where progress starts? Maybe we're not as broken as they want us to believe. Maybe hope survives in the people who still dream, in every helping hand and every sacrifice, and every soul that chooses love over a price. And if we're lost, maybe that's okay tonight, because every journey starts by admitting the plight. The first step toward the dawn is surviving the dark, and the smallest act of courage can ignite a spark. What if we're already lost? Maybe that's the reason we still count the cost. Maybe finding truth means accepting what we've lost. What if we're already lost? What if we're already gone? Then let's build a new world before the night is gone. Turn the pain into purpose and the weak into strong, because the future ain't written with the ones who write the song. What if we're already lost? Or maybe we're finally waking up.